one. Hello, I'm Mezzenga, and this is Retail Field Report, coming to you live from Shoptalk in Las Vegas. And for this very special edition of the People of Retail Field Guide, we are joined by SHEIN's Head of Strategic and Corporate Affairs, Peter Pernot-Day. Peter, welcome to Retail Field Report.
And thanks so much for having us on. It's great to be back at Shoptalk and learning all about all the exciting stuff that's going on. There's tons of activity.
I'm really excited to talk to you, and I'm really excited for our audience to be able to hear directly from you, because you are someone that has one of the most interesting and dynamic roles in retail, I think, leading up corporate affairs and the team at SHEIN and how we all interact with the brand. So I want to know, before we get started though, what did you do before you came to work today?
So this morning I woke up pretty early, went to the gym. I've been trying to get in shape and live my best life, so I spent the morning in the gym.
Okay, what are like the go-to gym activities? Do you have like a routine, or you just go in there and you're like, any machine that's open?
You know, when you're in Vegas, it sometimes can feel like it's any machine that's open. There's so many people in the gym.
Yes.
I was kind of surprised at 5 a.m. that it would be that packed.
Yeah.
So what I do is I focus on just doing push-ups and sit-ups and lifting any weights that I can find. And just try to keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to ask you another question. Are you a person who wants to be said hello to if you encounter somebody in the gym?
You know, I tend to be a little bit more on the social side. So if you know me and you want to say hi to me, that's great.
It's okay.
Yeah, if it's like a creeper kind of thing,
yeah,
you can, keep it to yourself.
See, I'm of the opinion that
I don't personally say hi to anybody though.
Okay. So that's a better answer.
Yeah.
I think I'm of the opinion that we should have like a green or red light on our headphones that's like, yes, you can say hi to me, or please pretend you have no idea who I am.
I always thought that wearing the headphones themselves was the green red light. Like if you're in,
tell that to the guy next to me on the plane on the way here. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
But yes, I digress. Okay, let's talk retail. Let's talk about the job part. Okay, so I want to know, what would you say is one of the things that is in front of you right now in terms of your priorities that you will get done this year?
You know, it's funny because sometimes I feel a little bit like a broken record, but for the last 5 years that I've been in this role, I've had one North Star and it hasn't changed, and that is, how do we delight our customers?
Okay.
How do you understand what they want, what they need, how to clothe them, how to respond to them?
Yeah.
All of that is what drives us at SHEIN, and it continues to be our biggest North Star. And I think, particularly at Shoptalk, there's a lot of opportunity to hear a lot about amazing technologies and tools and capabilities, and it's great.
Yeah.
We love to see innovation, but for us it has to be innovation in service of our customers. And having that North Star allows us to kind of cut through the noise and find solutions that work.
So what are some of those things that are like peak North Star things? Like, what are the ways that you can make the experience for your customers better?
So I think personalization is a big one.
Okay.
You want to make sure
you guys have always been great at that.
That's our strength, and we lean into it, and we're always refining it. We want to make sure that customers can find the looks that allow them to express themselves. I think another one is optimizing search. We've doubled down on photo search, and we've used that to really make our catalog, which is broad, more discoverable. And I think another area that we're really focused on is what we call short form video engagement. And this is where we have SHEIN Live. You can go on our site, you can watch short form videos where we highlight certain looks, we do little collections, we have commentary, and we've seen tremendous responses from our audience to that type of engagement, and we think it's something that really resonates with Gen Z, Gen Alpha shoppers.
Yeah, and really good things for people, I think, to know about shopping SHEIN if they haven't already encountered that.
Which you all should shop SHEIN.
Yes, 100%. Get the pitch in. Get the pitch in. Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit. I want to know what that means then for associates who work at SHEIN. When you think about technology or things that you're investing in, or even just a process change, like what's something that you really want to do to make the lives of the people who work at SHEIN better?
Every day in service of our customers, the most important single input is our people.
Yeah.
We have 16,000 employees worldwide. We've got over 2,000 employees in the United States. And our vision as a leadership team is, how do you empower those people to achieve our goal of being customer centric? That takes on a couple of different avenues. One, it's really identifying and promoting from within, and I'm a product of that. I started off in one role. I was originally on the legal team, and then I was promoted into this role in more of a leadership capacity and strategic role. And I think that reflects our vision of like, let's find talent, let's equip that talent, and let's promote that talent. And I think that's something that's really allowed us to continue to stay mission focused as a team.
How important do you think it is right now for people working in the retail industry to feel that ownership over their role or that purpose?
This is an extraordinary time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you've seen it, but sort of underlying a lot of what's been going on at Shoptalk is, what does the future of retail look like? What do some roles that, you know, have been in existence for a long time, are those still going to be there? You know, are things changing? And I think that as we, as an industry, look forward, we have to almost look back to what's always made us great. We are an adaptable, creative industry. People will adapt, they will change, and they will meet the moment. And so I'm very confident and bullish that A, the industry is going to continue to thrive, but B, that the people in the industry, if they can keep that creative spirit alive, will do very, very well.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're going to make you get a little more vulnerable now. We all have this, I think, but what's something that's on your to-do list that keeps getting pushed to the bottom that you really, really would like to try to accomplish this year?
So I think one thing that I'm always wrestling with and like beating myself up about is schedule management.
Okay.
You know, I'm fortunate in a way to have a great team. I'm fortunate enough to have wide geographic responsibility, but that means that I also am very bad at juggling calendars. So I've always thought, like, if I could just get over this hump, if I could just figure out how to do schedule management just a little bit better.
There's an AI for that.
There's got to be.
I mean,
I'm looking for R2D2, you know, someone who just hangs out with me and
100%.
beeps at me when I need to go somewhere.
Just like feed you a little food pellet, you're good to go.
Right?
Okay, I want to know, what's one thing that you think that the industry, media, customers even get wrong about SHEIN that you would like to take this opportunity to correct?
I think what people don't recognize is that we are actually totally in line with the rest of the industry, and our commitment to our customers, our commitment to compliance, our commitment to responsible sourcing, we are addressing the issues that everyone in the industry is facing. And so we're really looking forward to being recognized for not being an outlier, not being a strange or foreign company, really a company that is rooted in delivering great products, great experiences, and great shopping for our customers.
Yes, well, you have a legal background, so that makes sense that that compliance is at the heart of what you're doing. But also, I think that you're shaping kind of what our next generation of consumers' shopping expectations are too. I mean, that's a big part of what, at least what I see as somebody who's been following you guys for a long time. You
know, Generation Z currently has about 2.7 trillion in purchasing power today. Bank of America estimates that by 2030 they'll be at close to 12.7 trillion. We're going to see an extraordinary increase in purchasing power for Generation Z across the globe. And I think brands that are positioned to capture that are going to do very, very well. We've been able to resonate with Gen Z, and I think that other brands that are interested in partnering with us and learning from us have an enormous opportunity to catch that next wave of growth that's just around the corner. And really it's happening now. Right.
Okay, well, let's close with this, Peter. I want to know, what was the last time in your role that you were like, man, I love my job?
This morning.
At the gym?
No, so before I came here, I had a bunch of meetings with some startups. And these are guys and girls who are just totally jazzed about their product. And being able to engage with them and share my experience, my perspective, and some of the solutions are great. Some of the solutions are, you know, maybe need a little bit of refinement. But that type of, to be in that role, to be able to learn what's going on and to, you know, satisfy my own curiosity, best part of my job. And I get to do it all the time. Well, thank you for satisfying my curiosity and our audience today, Peter. Great to see you all. It was great to have you, Peter Pernot-Day of SHEIN. Thanks to all of you for following along on this Retail Field Guide. And until next time, stay curious.